Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Sir Legit, and this is going to be a fucked up story time with me. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, where are we going to start? One day I was walking down the sidewalk at the park, and I saw these group of guys, no particular color or anything, just a group of guys. They started chasing after me, and they were like, all of a sudden, they were like a bunch of dogs. And these dogs were like pooping and vomiting as running at me, and I was running away from them, and then they turned into a couple of monkeys, and I was just like, dude, what's going on right here, man? And I was like running home, and then I got home, and like everybody in my family was a bunch of like rats. It was weird, and like they were eating like sunflower seeds, and it was just super crazy. I was like, can I have some of those sunflower seeds? And they're like, no. I was like, why not? And they like, get the hell out of here. This is not your house. This is not your sunflower seeds. And I was like, that's not nice. I want some sunflower seeds. So I left, and I went to the grocery store to get my own sunflower seeds. And then, there was like no sunflower seeds. They're like, sunflower seeds haven't existed for like 18,000 years. A bunch of rats robbed the sunflower seed bank and took them all. And I was like, my family took them all? And they're like, your family's a bunch of rats? I was like, yeah. And they're like, but you're human. And I was like, weird. Where'd I come from then? They're like, they must have adopted you. And I was like, weird. And I went back home, and then my family was like, welcome home. You want some sunflower seeds? And I was like, oh, what? You just said get out. I can't have any sunflower seeds. What's going on? And they're like, I love you. And I was like, bye. And then I started walking out of the house, and I saw a bunch of monkeys again. It was that same group of people. And then I jumped on my elephant. I fucking ran. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't on an elephant anymore. I was on a rhinoceros. And I was like ripping through the town on my rhinoceros. And I was like, fuck those rats and fuck those monkeys. And like those monkeys that were pooping and vomiting after chasing at me. I was like, what the hell's going on here? And I was like, I was so tripped, dude. I don't know what's going on. And I was just like, not on my rhinoceros anymore. I was inside a 7-Eleven. I was getting a Slurpee. And the cashier guy, he was like, dude, why are you getting so many Slurpees? And all of a sudden, I saw that I was filling up like 18 Slurpees, dude. And I was like, what's going on? And I had no idea what was going on anymore, man. I was just totally tripping. But then I left the 7-Eleven, and outside, like, everybody was walking around on cockroaches. Like, they weren't like driving cars, they weren't riding bikes, they were all riding on cockroaches. It was really weird. I was just like, I want a cockroach, man. And then I went to the cockroach dealership. I got a cockroach, and oh my god, it was so much fun. It was just the funnest time I've ever had. Dude, you should go ride on a cockroach. It was, oh boy. But and then the cockroach, I squished it. I was like, how is no one else squishing it? I mean, I went to like some Buddhist temple to try and learn how to not step on cockroaches when riding on them, and it was this guy, man. He blew my mind. He was like, 1 foot at a time, dude. I was like, what? And so I'm fucking up by going 2 feet at a time, and all of a sudden I had like 4 feet. I was like, what? That's why I'm stepping on cockroaches? Because I was using 2 feet to get on the cockroach at the whole time? What was even more trippy is I had 4 feet. I was like, where the hell did these come from? I had no idea. And all of a sudden, the monkeys came around the corner again, vomiting and pooping. And I was just running with my 4 feet, got on the cockroach, forgot to step on him with 1 foot at a time. I stepped on it, squished it, and I was like, where's my rhinoceros? And it wasn't a rhinoceros anymore. It was more like a baboon. Baboon. I got on a baboon. I spanked him. He ran. We ran for a long time. Ran to the end of the earth. And, it was just, it was such magical. There was a double rainbow. Double rainbow at the end of the earth. Oh, man. I was like, what does it mean? I was like, what does it mean, man? I had no idea. It was so trippy. There was some dude there. He was like some Native American. Great guy, trippy as hell, but great guy. He was crying, I had no idea what was going on. And then, I got back on my baboon, and then we just rode home. And we got home, and my family, bunch of rats, dude, just eating their sunflower seeds. And I was just like, can I have some? And they still said no. And I was like, they offered me it like the second go around, and I was like, what? You guys offered me it, or you said no, I can't have any, and then you said yeah, I can, now I can, I can again, I can't again. I was what? And I left. I just left, and I walked, and I ran, and then, you know, I was in the war, and then my gun was like a peanut butter shooting gun, and you know, it was like battle between PB and J, and you know, it was just crazy. You know, they had you know, jelly guns. I had peanut butter, you know, and there was like a battlefield of sandwiches, and we had to like, whoever got the most peanut butter on the sandwich won, or the most jelly on the sandwich won. It was crazy, dude. It was the craziest battle I've ever been in. I got so much peanut butter and jelly in my hair. Oh man, this nuclear bombs of peanut butter and jelly going off around me, because it was just like nuclear peanut butter Armageddon. It was the greatest thing alive. Nobody went hungry for the next 18,000 years. Can you believe that? No hunger for 18,000 years? And then dinosaurs came back. Dinosaurs were no longer extinct. They were the most badass race available at the time, eating peanut butter and jellies, and then all of a sudden we ran out of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh my god, it was the end of the world. What were we gonna do? We started using our toenails as currency. Toenail is currency. The more dirt they had on them, the better, the more they were worth. It was like $1,000 bill if you had tons of dirt on your toenail. And if you could actually get your toenail off with the dirt still in contact, you were the greatest man alive. I was the richest man in the world. So that meant I had the dirtiest toenails in the world. And I thought, that's disgusting. I need to take a bath. And then I found out water was no longer available. We had to swim in Dr. Pepper. We had to swim in soda. We had to swim in pop. We had to swim in soft drink. It was awesome, but it was kind of weird because you get it in your ear and it would fizzle nonstop, and it would just kind of be annoying, and it would go on for days, you know, fizzling in your ear. But that's, I guess, why people no one took baths, because soda is not a good thing to take a bath in. And so I was like, you know what? Let's invent a new thing. Let's swim in, you know, something different, like fruit punch. You know, some fruit punch or some, you know, some type of Kool-Aid. But Kool-Aid was never invented. So I invented Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was awesome. It was the best thing alive at the time. These goddamn dinosaurs, man, they were trying to get my recipe for the Kool-Aid. I was like, no, man, you're not getting my goddamn Kool-Aid recipe. It's mine. And they were like, but I want some. I was like, no. And the end of the story was pretty much because my family never gave me sunflower seeds. I was so deprived of sunflower seeds. I broke down and cried. I made my Kool-Aid, and then eventually I just sold it to the dinosaurs. And then I went home. And then my family was no longer rats. They had no sunflower seeds. It was just food, normal food. Bread, chips, you know, water, milk to drink. And then I went upstairs. I got in my bed, and it was made out of fucking what? What was it? It was made out of pudding. It was made out of, my bed was made out of pudding. It was the greatest experience ever. If you want to lay in a bed of pudding, do it. It's a lifetime experience. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a fucking weird little story time. I only did that because for the simple fact that, well, my commentaries were not going so well. I was having fun doing them, but they just were not sounding right at all, so I decided to do fucked up story time with Sir Legit. And I don't know if I can do that again. That was a lot of shit. That was a fuck fest of stuff. I don't know if you even guys enjoyed that, but I don't give a shit. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed that commentary. If you enjoyed the commentary, hit the like button. And if you want another story, post it in the comment section below, and I will post it in the commentary. My name's Sir Legit. I enjoyed that fucked up commentary. So I hope you did too. See you guys in the next video.